Alright. That was a little bug there, but that's fine. I don't really need to watch my phone except to look at the sound. Let's see, I think I'll just do some basic stuff here. Master volume, I don't know. Some effects, might have to go down. I think music's fine. Voice, a little bit. And then continue. I tested this for a bit, and it ran fine. There was a lot of frame drops, a lot of stutter. And that's only because I'm streaming. But it will be fine. We'll see. If anything, I feel like it ran better when I was tabbed out on the OBS screen first and then watching through OBS. But I don't know how that works, so. Could have been placebo, and this does take a while. First time load always takes forever. Unreal Engine has a way with textures and everything, and it's always like this, so it's fine. What we're gonna do is not a lot of spoiling things. It's just running around in the desert, getting every side quest, mapping, getting every chest, every soda can, anything I can in the overworld right away. Now, to mitigate some of the frame issues while streaming, I turned down environment detail, which sucks because even if you're playing on medium, the rocks look like that. And playing on high jumps your VRAM up to like another gigabyte, so we're gonna have to deal with it. Eve is the main focus here, so it doesn't really matter to me. I just want to listen to the audio before I do anything. I think it's fine. I can probably turn up the music too while I'm at it. Adam and Lily are like right here, so I can probably just talk to them, get a feel for the sound of the audio. I'm not gonna fight that thing simply because I hate that enemy, so I'm gonna go this way. I've already cleared out the entirety of the bottom of the map, as you can see. A lot of chests you can't open yet, and that actually pisses me off to a certain degree. There's a lot of back and forth in this game when it comes to that. Get a few missions I can probably cross out. Just started fishing, and thankfully there's not a lot of fish, actually, so. Characters. 2 missing, I see. Got this and Zion. I don't know where this is. And then one at the desert. Look at that in a bit. This is one of the worst ones. You don't exactly need to 100% any of this. I don't think. I know Lily has a bar you can fill up. But that's only with specific quests. And if you gather memory sticks pertaining to Mother's Sphere. Now, it's not really fair to compare this game to Dark Souls. But those ambushes are like somewhat obvious sometimes, but not really. And there's nothing here anyway, which sucks. Well, that was kind of my fault. I was inadvertently mashing RB. Music here is not too bad. And I think I turned it up. Yeah, I did. Now, before I get sidetracked, we are going the wrong way. As long as there's nothing like human corpse or anything chest hiding anywhere here. Yeah. Unless you're dodging in the exact direction they want you to dodge, you're never making it. With these enemies and that. It's something that pisses me off in this game. Which is unless you're dodging perfectly, you might as well just not dodge at all. And just block the hit. I mean, the combat is an acquired taste. You have to do it in a certain manner. Otherwise, you're not going to make it. Now, thankfully, I've made it this far. Without any major issues.
I can see Abyss Lavoir.
What kind of facility is Abyss Lavoir?
There are some records of weapon research according to the map data we've got.
Does it have to do with the Natives?
I can't promise it doesn't.
I could probably turn up the voice a little bit. Right, I was doing that last, and that's the mission story, so we're gonna go up. And, oh man, it better not be a terrible Nikke mission. Because the last one was the item defense, where you had to, you know, get the guys out of the middle area. And the longer they stayed, the more points they got. And that took me about 10 different tries, so that was terrible. Never doing that again. And I'm hoping this one's not the same, because those are the worst missions in Nikke, and I don't want to do that again. We'll see. The best thing they did is that the Nikke... we can leave that. Oh, there it is. Well, yeah, that's fine. The Nikke missions here are some of the best adaptations to the actual mobile game that I've ever seen, which is amazing. And I've been that way, so yeah. All I got is the top left of the map to go over. Now, one thing I have noticed about the combat as well is if it's also got that same Dark Souls-like thing where if you were stuck in an animation, you can't get out of it no matter what. So if you're in the middle of a combo and you get hit, there's no blocking, there's no dodging, you're gonna get hit because you're stuck in the animation, and that really also pisses me off. But anyway, I just remembered I have some of these, and I'd like to use them. Although I think she looks fine with this hairstyle without it. But at the same time, I don't actually have any blue coloring rims or anything like that, although this is kind of close, but I don't think the hair goes with the sunglasses. I do love fashion to a certain degree, and that's got a nice navy blue shine to it. Nice metallic look. I also paused because there's an enemy right ahead, and I wanted to check the audio before I move. Also, there's a pirate skull right there. I never noticed that. When you're busy checking out other things of the outfit, you don't really pay attention to stuff like that. Let's see. I'm gonna play one-handed because I want to check the audio before I do anything. I hit the wrong button. That's my fault. But yeah, the burst skills and the other ones are really going to carry you a lot. Amazingly useful. Although I have to, like, start amassing points for that because I don't always have a lot. Right ahead. Okay, well, I'll put aside the audio for now. It doesn't really matter. I think it's fine. Nobody said anything, so... And I doubt there's anything I need to get in the very outskirts. You can't actually go too far in the desert. The game won't let. Doesn't seem to be anything here. Just a bunch of filler, I suppose. Or not. That didn't show up on any scans. Alright. Dipshit. Wow, what an asshole. Easily one of the worst Natibas in this game. I was gonna say, enemies all have different combo lengths and like speeds. So to try and like counter each one without knowing the specific combos that they have is a hard task, especially for somebody that's not used to gameplay like this. You'll always end up letting go of block early on, not remembering that, hey, this enemy actually does this after that one attack. Or they attack right away after the first one, so it's like I always end up misblocking or letting go of block when I should. I know it's a lot of yapping so far, but I gotta fill up empty space, you know, dead air somehow. Oh my god. I don't even hate the other enemies, because they're not, you know, anything super outrageously broken or anything. But that shit, that flying shit that get away from you, that fly higher than you can actually hit, really fucking grinds my gears. Well, he moved. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. What you really want to be careful about is making sure you're moving your target. Because, yeah, you can kind of dodge if you can see the enemy. But there's going to be moments where you're going to have to move. Move the reticle that you're aiming at. Because once you're locked on, you're locked on. You can't hit anywhere else. You can't look anywhere else. And that is going to be a real disadvantage. The weakest part of this game is fighting more than one enemy. And that's one of the big issues that I would say the combat has. Realistically. Putting aside my own, like, you know, likes and dislikes. What the hell was that? And I'm sure you'll notice it, fighting more than one enemy compared to fighting one big strong enemy or something. You will not have a good time. And I haven't tried not aiming or locking on. It's something I do in Dark Souls a bit. Once you get used to it, you can attack without aiming. But your attacks are sometimes going to miss like hell, so... Again, it's one of those things you have to get accustomed to. And I keep saying that this game is not Dark Souls at all, but... It's not even close to being a Souls-like. But there's a lot of mechanics that Dark Souls just happens to be the closest thing I can probably use as a comparison. Because I haven't played Nier, so I can't really talk about that. Code Vein is close. Code Vein is close. Close. This is an EK mission. Sure. Like I said, these play amazingly, and I think these should have been like the main thing going for an EK in the future. Because as much as I like the models and everything, I think going 3D would be better for them. Hopefully this isn't too loud and you can still hear me, because this shit's very fucking loud. Get the burst almost. I don't want to check out the audio real quick. Well, it's loud as shit, but you'll probably tell me if it's overpowering, you know? Damn, that was fast. Yeah, there's no real medium environment textures in this game. They all look like shit when you go anything below high, which is a big shame. And that sucks. Did I hit him or did I not? There you go. No need to waste healing on anything that big. Ah, shit, it's one of these. I didn't mean to do that. I would forget. God damn. Can I make it? I'm not gonna make it. What? I'm surprised it's a one-hit kill. That's extreme bullshit, no matter how you look at it. Thankfully, Eve's model still looks high texture because I'm playing on very high textures. Alright, come on now. Probably gonna heal on the next one. Pretty sure I hit the button. Ow. I should probably start saving up ammo as well for when he does that big bullshit attack. That scared me a little bit. Do it, shit face. I'll save that. That didn't do a goddamn thing. But I did it. God damn. I will say there's like a very slight issue. I don't think it's a bug or anything, but there's a certain hotkey to open up photo mode, and you can do it anytime. In between cutscenes, dialogue, or, you know, even in that victory pose, you can activate photo mode. The problem is sometimes the, I think you can redo these as well, but sometimes the hotkey does not work. You can mash the keys as much as you want, but it's not going to open sometimes. And then you do it again after a second or two, and then it works. So as much as I'd like to get photos from those victory poses, I can't because it won't let me. You know, when the pose actually gets to the point where it's photogenic. If you do it before, when you're in the middle of an animation and it doesn't look good, it does open. So like right there, I can open photo mode. But there's other moments where I'm trying to do the same thing, but it doesn't open right away. So I have to wait and then redo it. I think that's very obnoxious, to be honest. Especially for somebody like me who likes to take pictures of Spider-Man over and over again. And these are all... I've already done all the Nikkei stuff, so I should probably have enough points for, like, buying everything. I should. That's the key right there, should. Jesus. Let's probably look at the music as well. I haven't actually changed the track in a while, but this is one of my favorite tracks in the game right now. Or, you know, camp tracks. Haven't found any more Nikkei songs. They are scattered in the world as, like, the Nikkei pickup items, but... These are all the ones I've found in the Wasteland. And that's about it. Kinda low volume a little bit. And then I never played Nier, so I couldn't care less. So all the other ones are fine. I was gonna go with the Oasis for now. There's nothing else I need to do. I'm full of ammo as well, I think. Not. Yeah, even the item looks pretty low quality. Or well, at least this one kind of does. I don't know what that's about. So, Northern. Jesus, can I say that properly? Northern Desert. Yeah, you thought. Why am I even wasting time on you dipshits? Why did it take 4? Oh, well, whatever. Anyway. Ow. I swear, there's quite a few enemies in this game. There's always going to be about 3 or 4 that are the absolute worst garbage to actually play against. And the tentacles are one of them. No. God damn it. That was the first time I've ever dodged this bullshit enemy right here. Let's see. Human object. Crate. Usually the thin crates like that are gonna be like outfits. And then the okay. The big crates are always like items and stuff, you know, grinding money, currency, whatever. Okay. Probably shouldn't use too much shotgun ammo. Eve, I'm pushing back. Eve, what are you doing? It's like, was the concrete texture like still solid, or because it wasn't? But anyway, yeah, Unreal Engine has this really shit texture thing where if you get too close, textures do this essentially. I think it's nasty to look at, especially when you're taking pictures or something. Because if I do this... Oh, it's not going to do it now because fuck me, I guess. If you do this, usually when there's an item behind you or something, I guess the environment doesn't count, but you can still see through the texture. Because you can see with walls, it will just close in the camera. That's fine. That's good design right there. But Unreal Engine does this thing where items and objects, you can still see through them and they'll be... I know it's an Unreal Engine thing because you see the shadows and like textures have this like checkered texture to them when you get too close or something. Unreal Engine does that a lot. And it really pisses me off because it does that with shadows as well. in a lot of games, and it just makes them look off. Monster Hunter World and Wilds does this too. I know it's not Unreal Engine, but they have the same exact like shadow textures, the checkered shadow shit, and it really looks off and so nasty to look at. But yeah, there's moments where I'm like trying to take a picture, but there's like an item behind me, and then you can see all the checkered textures in front of the camera lenses, which ruins the shot. But that's just something I wanted to get off my chest because I really fucking hate it. And there's no way to take it off. With stuff like Unity, you don't get that issue. Also, what the hell am I supposed to do here? No, that's not it. Go through here or something? I don't... What? That's not a thing you can go up. Am I supposed to go out? Yeah, probably. I see. I don't mind yellow markers to where you're supposed to go, or you can climb to. As long as it's not too obvious. It's like, why is there yellow paint everywhere in this game? But sometimes it's kind of hard for me to see it in this game, though. I'm gonna be honest. Like the scanning will sometimes show it. Like, I don't know if you can barely see how highlighted this thing is not. So if you see me scanning more than once, then I'm just trying to like actually see what it is I'm trying to look for. Because even things like corpses or like chests, you can barely see that there's a human thing right there, and I'm right next to it. So scanning behind walls sometimes doesn't work that well. And I'm not complaining too much. I'm just telling you for when you play the game or something like that. And you can actually look out for these things. I'm gonna... Pretty quiet today. I would have expected more people to talk about or join in with Stellar Blade. It's not often that I do recent games or anything, so this is a bit of a novelty right here. And for it to actually run fine, Daily Sailor, I think I know what that is. For it to run this fine while streaming is a marvel, because it wasn't doing this well when I tested it, but it's probably because I've been playing already for a while. So I do have mods, although the ones that are explicit that will get my entire life banned, well, that doesn't look too bad. I don't have any polymer though, so the ones that would get me banned from life, I know what they are. And for one, the nano suit, or not the nano suit, the skin suit would be one, so I'm not gonna take off my clothes, or Eve's clothes. But when it comes to basic stuff, I just have, basic, I don't want to say tasteful, but like more fashion oriented. I think straight up NU DE mods are kind of a waste, because it's like, well, it's kind of a lazy thing. I'd say a lot of men would prefer, to see a woman in clothes. I think it kind of defeats the purpose otherwise. The daily knitted one is one that I can't run in that, so I'm not going to put it on. A lot of the Nikkei stuff, though, I'm waiting on having more of the outfits and some of the headpieces, so I'm not going to use them. But as far as, I really wanted to play around with this one because I just got it, but I'm going to switch out for a bit. What was I saying? Yeah, I think fashion is a whole lot more important than just having a straight up no clothes mod or anything like that. It's just nicer to look at. This one isn't even modded, it just looks great. The captain diving suit is just so amazing. It's got a great color scheme. I already played with the Neuralink suit, like the last session I was playing. And we're looking at I'm not showing that one too much for YouTube's sake. Let's go with Red Hood Midsummer. I don't know if the red will contrast with the blue. There's not that many blue outfits, actually, that I have. And we'll stick with the glasses. They don't look too bad. And then as far as these go, they don't really fit with the outfit. I do like these golden branches, so there you go. Now we can all enjoy Eve. I mean, gameplay. Anything in here? I was already in here. Never mind. We're moving on to get the guard turret for Roxanne, I think. Hopefully there's no item in these that I'm missing in the outskirts, because I'd be pretty pissed off. That's one of my big issues with open map games. I don't dislike collectible or collectathons, but I also kind of do dislike collectathons, because it comes to a point where I'm just worrying about actually collecting. Oh my fucking god. Those turrets are the actual worst things in the entire game, because there's nothing you can do about it. Also, look at that texture. Awesome. They will take off the majority of your health no matter what. It is horrendous. Look, I'm not an idiot. Yeah, I saw that. You can tell because there's a thing coming out the ground. The little dust coming out of the tentacle. Oh, killed him. I'm just gonna get behind this. Thank you. Oh, there's another one. Alright. That's it. I'm tired of this shit. Get the fuck out of my face. Please take this seriously now. I want to do this shit again. Give me that fucking stellar again? Who's left? Is it because I have that thing shooting at me? Or is it because there's still tentacles all around? I'm gonna go take out that... That fucking thing tracks. I saw it curve. You can't fool me. Oh my fucking god, not you. I ain't got time for this.
Whoa, whoa! Facing this turret head on is just asking for trouble. We can use the
I
trash
really
to
don't have
get
time for
into
this.
its blind spot.
Right.
I got hit somehow. Through the rock. I hate this shit sometimes. Alright, well, we'll just have to run straight. Ignore everything else. That might be a lot of items in between all this stuff. Gonna have to check that out. That's another thing I hate about collectathons and whatnot. Also, Eve, can you please go faster? Dude, they fucking track. Why? Who thought this was fun? And obviously, yeah, of course, you can't go out of the way. You can't go behind the thing. Why would this be any easy? Do it. You did it. That didn't help. That didn't help.
Eve, do you think it dropped from this turret?
Data confirmed. I think so. Something feels fishy. But I'll give this to Roxanne and get this over with.
no. Sorry to tell you this, but Eve is peak female physical form. Can't tell me otherwise. And I don't think you can get behind this. You're probably gonna be blocked. There's nothing up there. There's no way up, and there's nothing up there.
Eve, the signal I'm picking up is clear as a bell. Do you think the Natiba Kaya mentioned could be lurking in these parts?
What a tedious monster.
You know, thankfully they give you a list of where all those things are, the things you're supposed to take pictures of. Makes it easier for when you look up a guide on the map. It's not like the soda cans where they don't have a list of them on the menu anyway. You have to go all the way back to the main camp to actually look at the soda can list, which really sucks because if you're trying out a map that tells you where they are, and you've already picked some up, you don't know which ones you've picked up, you're shit out of luck. You're gonna be running around the map like an idiot over and over again. At least for me. Because, you know, obviously I've picked up quite a few. I'm like 3/4 maybe of soda cans. Maybe not to that extent, but I'm like over halfway through with the soda cans. But yeah. I gotta get Nemo in on the thing. There you go. Graceful fish. Yeah, we're doing 36 out of 49, so about over halfway through. There cannot be anything hidden here, please. That's not a Bitcoin, so I don't really care. Nano elements is whatever. All this extra currency, that doesn't really matter. What matters now is that soda can. I'm gonna go double back on all the little areas. There's what I'm talking about. Dodging is pretty fucking stupid. Thought I saw something. Yeah, come out. I'm afraid they won't let me get that soda can without you dying. And these tentacles have a lot of health for some damn reason. Yeah, like, you see how quickly that second attack is? Imagine you didn't know, and then you stop. You block the first one, you stop because you think you're gonna get a hit. All of a sudden, fuck you. No, there's a second attack right away. Awesome. No indication that this dipshit was gonna be in there, but alright. Can I please? Alright. Get the hell out of my face. Yeah, the tentacles have a fuck ton of health. It's not normal. Bitch. Thank you, finally. And it's a stellar tier. I already bought what I wanted from the Nier collab, but I don't mind doing it again just to see maybe like a headpiece or like a hairstyle. Because I think I have the outfits. I may be missing one. Maybe. And there's nothing here. Maybe... Have I been that way? No, probably not. I haven't been through any of this stuff here, so I can probably check that out. Maybe we'll run into Emil while we're at it and get some of the Nier stuff. Maybe check out what I'm missing or would want, which isn't much. That's not a soda can, so I don't really care. Have I checked in here? Can't tell. But it doesn't seem to be anything in here. You can climb up on that. But I don't see an item or anything, so... Oh, there's a human there. I highly doubt there's anything on the mountains or like rock cliffs. Might as well check out this area. Haven't been to this side of the map, so... And then a meal shows up when you're out and about, the tetrapod, so... If we want to look at that, then we're gonna have to go that way. I doubt there's anything here, maybe up there it seems, because there's crates and stuff. Not a fan of those, but I do see that crate, so... See, like right there, I cannot block that because I'm in the middle of an animation. So I had to eat all those shots. Pause. So if you're wondering why I get pissed off playing this sometimes, that's why. Right there, you cannot do the blink dodge because I'm in the middle of an animation. Therefore, you have to eat the shot. Pause. I will keep complaining about it till the day I die because it's really fucking obnoxious to me when I try to play this game. And I try to be good at it, but it's difficult for me. Alright? You don't make it any easier. Also, what the hell is this jump puzzle now? Never mind. What the hell is this bullshit? You can't shoot behind the bridge. I heard somebody say these rocket droids are the worst enemy in the game for them. And I will admit they're bad. But they're very simple. Just don't get hit by the machine gun fire that they spew out. Yeah, like that. It deleted my entire health. That's what they mean by that. Awesome, it hit me mid-combo. And I'm all out of heals. Is there anything back here? I would hope not. Honestly, I just don't want to overextend my exploratory abilities. Gee, thank you for jumping like an idiot while I'm trying to hit the enemy. What I'm talking about is... I think I'm just going a bit too far than I would like. Because I was already exploring here. I think I missed an area that I should have looked at before. Yeah, climbing that one rock. I did see that. I don't think you can get in here, honestly. I think it's all set piece. Yeah. But I do see some of that stuff, so I don't know if that's something I can get to. But I want to explore what we're missing first. This bridge, I don't think it's going to have anything in it, honestly. And that's one of the things about, like I said, collectathons. You know, you have this big open map. And people like me who like exploring are going to be really overwhelmed trying to explore the entire thing. Even worse if you're maybe not into exploration, but you're more of a 100% type of person. It's very hard to 100% something like this. Like, get every single memory stick, get every single soda can, something like that. If you don't know you're missing, like, certain areas or, like, a specific corner of the map you didn't actually look at or find. Also, this is going to piss me off, but, usually there's, like, a little cube you can move around. Apparently not here. It doesn't make any sense for it to be outside of this area. And you can't move the blue ones. So this is going to be one of those logic puzzles here that I'm going to have to figure out how the hell I'm actually supposed to get to that. There's nothing higher than a double jump. Maybe there's a way up on that. Again, there's no cube or anything I can move. Nothing. So unless there's a way up from here, which, there you go. There's a soda can up there. Very misleading to have that there, because it gives the impression that, hey, you can probably jump on that and then do something. I don't know why they even have that cube there, but alright, I guess. Another thing, always look out for some of the droids or drones flying about like that. They're very missable, unless you look up specifically at the spot, so. If you can't get up somewhere, then try looking up. Maybe there's going to be a drone like this. And there's quite a few in this map specifically. I know that. So try to pay attention to that every now and then. Nice. Got that. And then I can keep looking, but let's get down south out of the way. There is some terrible, horrendous fall damage in this game. In case you were wondering, do not jump off the ledges thinking you can make it or thinking you can double jump or dodge out of it. Even if you mitigate the fall with it, make sure you're using that one skill that when you jump, you roll. And it's not letting me do it now. There you go. It really helps. And I fucking hate this enemy. Meddling shit, get away. I ain't got time for this. Like I said, nothing is worse than fighting more than one enemy at the same time. Especially if the extra enemies are behind you. Anybody hear anything lootable? Alright. I guess. Normally I'd be taking like a billion screenshots right about now, but I'm taking quite a bit of a break. I don't want to. I want to actually stream the game, you know. Okay, a rock that it looks like you can climb, but the game has like invisible, pushable walls. You'll notice that quite a bit if you actually try to climb certain things. I do see a way up from this side, and I do see the phone. I'm gonna get that on the way back. I do see bullshit down there, so I'm gonna get that on the way back. What was that noise? Did I unlock something? Tachi mode, probably, or Tacky mode? Such an odd name. I know it comes from like Tachyon, but it's still not something you hear every day because why the fuck would you? That's more of a science fiction term. Alright, got a... This is not Minute Maid, is it? Eve, thank you for missing the one thing you're supposed to actually hit. Alright, so she wants to hang on to the ledge when she wants. Got it. Safe in the oasis. That might be at the bottom of the... Can I move? Okay. At the bottom of the little lake. I think there was a chest in that. Okay. I don't think I'm halfway through the fish. I've gotten quite a bit. I've seen like maybe 3 other ones. What is this? Okay. Useless. Oh, we can use the phone, though, to go back to this closest thing, I guess, the tetrapod. And we're almost to the edge again. Well, I mean, this takes you back to Zion. I would hope there's nothing down here, but I'm going to check it anyway. I just want to go back real quick and get more health. Yeah, thank you. I mean, I can just... Well, never mind, it's just a phone. Never mind, that's the tetrapod. I need more health. Haven't used the W pump in a while. Every time I die, it's been from some bullshit, so there's no... It doesn't heal me. You can only use the pump when you die in combat. So... Just keep that in mind as well. I'm just giving you tips here for no fucking reason. I know it sounds like I complain, but... I'm just telling you how the game works. As far as I've played. Should be fine. I don't need too many. It's usually not that big of an issue. But yeah. Just give me a minute. You can enjoy Eve all you want. You know, if you stay looking at her, she'll eventually follow the camera, but only if it's like a minute of like just idling, which is pretty cool. You can enjoy Eve's posture here. It's great. But yeah, I'm just on my phone for a little bit. Can you even hear the music? I know it's low, because I'm not. No, it's just low. That's all I wanted though. So let's go back. All right. I don't have any modded music, but you can. I just haven't done it yet. That is a bit bullshit. Having the assassination button come out well after I've already jumped on the guy. Pause. And that should be it for this area. I saw a blip down here that was a different color from the rest of the map. So I'm gonna go check that out, go even further south. I do see the little shits coming out of the ground. I'm not gonna worry about that. There's another one. There's another one. And that's just a path to Zion. Dodging doesn't mean a goddamn thing again. Yeah, there was this thing here. It looks like a lake, kind of. Maybe a crater or like something. But yeah, the music is also kind of dynamic, where it changes depending on like stuff. I know on the main hub it changes depending on how much progress you've made. It gets more lively, more upbeat. Knew it. There's a lot of empty space in this map, but sometimes your instincts just tell you there's got to be something in here that you're missing. That should be it, though, for this area. So I'm going to go back all the way up. This is the closest one. And then do that. Not a lot of cinematic. Well, this doesn't look too bad. Got the sun in my face. It's not a very bad area to be at. I think the hair maybe and the clothes don't really fit too well, but then again, I don't have many navy blue or like dark blue or something like that outfits that I like. There's the one, there's one with the jeans. Forget the name of it. That also works. Don't have a lot of pictures taken with the hand hearts pose. Surprisingly. Also, the sun is in my fucking face, but I think that adds a little bit to the charm. Have the sun and the head be at like the same level on it. I'm not just going downwards because of other reasons, but I like to have a little bit of a gap. I don't want to have the character be cut out by the camera, if that makes any sense. I'm not a photographer by any means, but I do what I can. You gotta admire, though, the quality that comes with, like, clothing and stuff like that. You know exactly what I mean. The, what is it, the absolute territory? Stupid shit. Yeah, Unreal Engine here has a really bad issue as well that I haven't seen being modded properly, which is getting too close to a character makes them disappear. Now, it's not an Unreal Engine thing, because other games like Zenless Zone Zero do this a lot, but there's a mod to take that away, that dumbass mechanic away from that game. Not here, though. Especially in a game like this, where the whole point is this. The whole idea that if you get kind of too close like that, the character just disappears. And it works with every character. You can try it with anybody. Any model person will disappear if you get too close. I think that's a really big drawback, and I would say it's a negative for the game. Right there, I don't know if you saw it, but I was in the middle of finishing that animation, and even if you mash block, you're still gonna get hit, like I said. You just want to be careful with doing that kind of stuff. You know, committing when you think you can. Because at the end of the day, the enemy's gonna get hit, and no matter what, if you don't have him stunned, or if you do that one animation that he does when you break his composure, and it breaks his, like, state or combo or whatever. Can I make it through here? Yeah. You thought. There shouldn't be any more collect a shit here. This is why I like going through the map. Before I do any story things, before anything, I like to just clear the map, do everything first, and then worry about doing missions. This way I don't have to go back, collect everything, you know, maybe I missed something doing the story or something like that, you know. I want to have everything collected, everything done, and then I can worry about goofing off, doing shit like I want to. And yeah, every enemy has their own combo and stuff. So some are fast, some are slow, some are just unpredictable, but not really. So you, for me, I can't memorize all these combos that they have. Even though I've fought the tentacles like a billion times, I always sometimes just miss the second attack inadvertently. There can't be anything here, please. I've already went that way. I see something. Explosives. Never mind. Well, I think I already talked about this, but the game, I would say dodging is useless. There's no point. The only time you should dodge is when you're doing a blink, which is forward dodge, or a backwards dodge, which is, I forgot the name of that one skill. Unless you're doing those perfect dodges, or a normal perfect dodge, don't dodge. It's useless. Block everything else that you can't dodge. And only perfect dodge the attacks that you can't block.
What's that tunnel light thing?
It's a high-speed transport tunnel that goes south. You can use it to travel without any enemy interference.
And like, I'll reiterate for you, but yeah, fighting multiple enemies, not something you want to do in this game. Especially little enemies that start ganging up on you. So running away, attracting aggro and anything, it's not a good idea at all. This seems bugged for some reason. I don't know why it's aiming down and it's like in the ground more so than it should be. It seems like an oversight. This one, yeah, this one's better. Yeah, I'd say this game has a lot of issues, but it doesn't really detract too much from the actual like intent of the game and like the fun that you would have playing. You just kind of have to get used to how it is. Kind of makes it good to know that they're working on a sequel and like actively thinking about doing better. Because the game needs a lot of polish. I'm not fighting that, by the way. The game needs a lot of polish that they could surely just bring in with updates, honestly. And as far as like actual bugs or like glitches here and there, there's like maybe a handful I can point out. Overall, it's pretty good in that sense. Optimization wise as well. Although, like I've said before, this is Unreal Engine 4. An already established and like sometimes well optimized engine. Because if this was Unreal Engine 5, I'd be praising them a whole lot more on this. It would have been like one of the first developers to actually use UE5 and well optimize their game, but it's not, so I'd say they did a good job with what they had, at the very least. You can stay right there. Explosives. I'm not seeing any items or anything. Might as well go check that out over there. Alright, you can stay there.
This must be it.
Okay,
Eve.
let's jump in, shall we?
Please. What do you mean jump in? Oh, forgot I had that. So he died, but he still got me in the animation. Beautiful. Awesome. I've been through that, haven't I? That little angel statue? No, I haven't. I went through the one in the back. I'm gonna put a hold on that tube. What is a suppression type? Don't need that. I'm gonna go to that first. Explore that extra stuff that I have right there. I thought it was gonna do a third attack. That's why I didn't move or anything. So there's a whole ship too. I don't doubt that there's a fish graffiti I have to take a picture of. There's 2 human remains. A bunch of tentacles and BS here as well. Well, might as well get them out of the way. Ow. Never mind. Where he came from, I have no idea. Again, I was in the middle of that animation and I got hit. That one, I think I dodged too late, so I think that one was my fault. I got hit in the middle of that. Why does that happen? That's gotta be a bug. Because he was already dead. But I was in the middle of my, like, special animation or whatever. I forgot what it's called, but it's this thing you unlock later in the game. It extends your combo when you do a perfect parry or dodge, and then you can counter, and then in the counter you can do a special move. But, what was I gonna say? Forgot already. Damn. Can't be anything more here. And yeah, we've been through that. There's the ship. Let's go to the ship. If I try to remember my train of thought. Anything gonna jump me here? No. That's why there's no enemies here. It's a shooting puzzle that you have to do quickly. What? Yeah, Eve runs with grace and elegance and some form of thigh-high stockings. Yeah, I got some gamer fuel. I'm not gonna fight that. There's something in the edge there. I think that might be something. What is that? Oh, it's just a texture in the background. We're already here, might as well deal with it. No, this was nothing. Why is there a hole here? It's nothing. We'll do this quest and I'll change up outfits. I'll just go around the list. That's a dead end. Or not. There's actually something in there. Come on, Eve. No, we're right there. Do not teleport me back. We're right here. I'd be really pissed off if there's more areas with more stuff. Like in the outskirts of the map. Because I've ran into a lot of them. But I haven't actually looked around that much. Because obviously you can't go further like that. But I'd be really pissed off if there was something in the outskirts. Can I do this? No. Can I do this? No. We're gonna have to go through the specific route they wanted me to go. Oh, look! What does this look like to you? Exactly. Yeah, chump change. You're just an abnormal enemy in this map. You don't mean anything to me. See what I mean? Dodging is useless in this game. Unless you're trying to go for the perfect dodge. Why does that track? There's another example though of like how being stuck in the animation is not good. Because as soon as he started doing his combo in the middle of my animation, it was GG's at that point. Like right there, I can't stop that because I'm still in my animation. I don't think that's a very well thought out mechanic. And I'm not saying you have to have like a smart cancel or like a animation cancel thing. But at least make it so blocking cancels the animation, please. And I know it's me complaining as usual, but it really pisses me off. But yeah, that's the dodges you want to use. The perfect dodging. Bitch. So tacky mode here is kind of like there's no use for it besides invincibility. Honestly. Why are you immune when you're doing your special bullshit? Get the fuck off me. Creature. He's gold-plated now. I was in the middle of a healing animation. That one was kind of my fault. I will not lie to you. Oh my god. Get off me. I tried dodging as quickly as possible, but it didn't work. I can't dodge that quick enough. Come on. Don't be like this. Unpredictable final hit move in the combo. Fuck me, that got me. Oh my god. You could chalk it up to me just being bad, but it's like I can't get the hang of this game sometimes, and it's not enjoyable to me. I think the exploration and like taking pictures and all that is like a million times more fun, honestly. Bitch. Oh my god. Do you need burst skill bar to use like the counter? Or am I just missing the input? No, it worked there. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing it too early or if I'm doing it too late. You're supposed to hold a button as soon as you counter. So again, I don't know if I'm doing it right or not. Yeah, right there, she didn't do it. Oh my god. I'll keep trying, but I'm not sure if I get it. I dodged too early. Bitch. No, I don't have any more heals. Or W pump. God damn it. I should have the pump again, considering it just takes me back to a checkpoint. Nice 360 attack, dickhead. I know I haven't upgraded her skills, but I think that's fine. I only use this so I can get out of damage. Again, stuck in the animation. I can't do much about that. Nice camera change, but I can't move. I can't see. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm trying to... Yeah, there's no... Why am I not dodging when that happens? Or like doing counter? Do I have to read up on that again? It says you just hold the button after the counter. So I know I'm not stupid. After perfect dodge, hold the button. That's what I'm doing. So I don't get it. See, right there, it didn't do it. Ow, thank you. I gotta stop playing around like an idiot. So that still hits you even if you do a special combo animation that seems like you'd be invulnerable for, but you're not. That would have been good to know at the time when doing the thing. Because you're invincible when you're doing the burst skills, which is the blue skills, but apparently not when you're doing the other shit. Bitch. I can't dodge that quickly. God damn it. Get off me. Oh. Bitch. There you go. Fuck you. Another one to add to my mantle. Bitch. This took way too long and I hate it. Not a fan of expression, but we can change that. There you go. Even better. That's right, bitch. Shut up. Sit the hell down. It's a literal behemoth from Final Fantasy, which I think... I don't know if it's cool or if it's stupid. But it's also not the worst boss. It's not that bad, actually. A lot of the bosses have been pretty fine, in my opinion. And I'm talking like difficulty. I'm not talking about anything else, to be honest with you. I wanna get a good shot of everything. There you go. Get the whole dipshit in the
Is
camera.
there anything else dangerous around here?
From what I'm seeing, just some leftovers. This must be the scary monster Kaya was talking about. All right then, let's just get what we came for and get out of here.
All right.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Behemoth was the worst thing to ever be added to Monster Hunter in a long time. I can say that with clarity and wisdom. So yeah, I'm gonna skip Midsummer Alice because I don't want to get banned, but I'm also gonna skip the knitted sweater as well. I don't want to get banned. But I don't know what I want to put on right now. This one doesn't look too bad. I haven't played it in this outfit in a long time. And I don't want to wear black too much, considering we're in a damn desert. And I think that would kind of look weird. Haven't played with the Nier stuff just because I don't really care. But how many stellar tiers do I even have? Not many. I did all the stuff for Nikke. I can probably go back and get some of the stuff I'm missing. And we have to go all the way back to the wasteland. I can do that. Let's finish up quests here, and then I'll go finish up the Nikke shop so I can get all the Nikke items. Change our outfit here for now. I was using the holiday rabbit for a bit, so I can probably change it again. Let's go to Crimson Wings. Again, a lot of red. There's not a lot of blue outfits or anything like that. Maybe I'm just missing something. I can take off the classes though. I think she'll be fine like that. And everything's modded, so well within the game aesthetic. That's it. Just a human. Oh well, damn, that sucks. She's gone.
This person.
Looks like a scavenger to me. Can you ID them?
I'll try. Adam, the memory stick is intact. ID confirmed.
Judging by your reaction, it must be Kara.
How sad.
Well, you must have known there was no way she could have survived. That's just how the world works. Simple as that.
I don't know, I'm not feeling it too much. And I feel like I would get banned, but the quiet outfit mod is not bad, it's just kind of low quality. I don't know why that is. MGS5 has really high quality models for a lot of things. The keyhole suit is too black. I know there's other versions with different colors, but this is the one I have. Could be everyday wear. We had the red hood. I already played the rabbit in the last session. I don't like to repeat costumes or outfits. I just kind of want to have a variety since there's so many to play around with. I will stick with the unofficial ceremonial suit. This changes all the music in the game to Nier music. That's why I don't use them too much. But yeah. All the mod for this game does, or for this outfit does, is just remove certain cloth pieces and add some little details, but everything else is base. I think when you use Nier outfits, it changes Eve's body type completely, I think. Because this looks like 2B's body texture, if you know what I mean. Like, the skin color doesn't go with her face, if that makes any sense. And then these are some of the outfits I don't have favorited. But I'm not opposed to, like, using some of them. This one would go, I guess. We can go with some denim. Although I think I have the black denim. What do you think? What looks better? Some denim jeans or some black latex looking goodness? I just like the color scheme, that's why I have it favorited. I'm not a big fan of like the golden detail though, but having the regular stuff is good as well. Oh my god, the buttons. And then she's wearing, like, always some high heels. Can't take that away from her, can you? I don't have any actual sunglasses. The closest thing that looks good that isn't oversized are the skinny ones. So I think I'll just go with that. And then we can smoke a little bit of a... smoke on the pack of this bitch behemoth. Some more Rip Bozo. God, that was so annoying. Got a little sunshine. Not too much. There you go. Got the sun flare. Outfit's not too bad by all means. I think the midriff area needs to be a little bit better modeled. I'm not using a mod for this outfit, by the way. But yeah, Eve's posture, like I said, Eve is just peak female physical condition. Can't really take that away from her. I knew it. There was gonna be shit here. And like everything has to move. Everything on Eve has to move, literally, whenever you do even the slightest thing. And it's not just the front, if you catch my meaning. Oh yeah, I got a new outfit. But I don't have polymer material, so... Still. There he is. Get back here. No, you don't. He disappears after like a few seconds. You don't shoot him. Or she, or whatever. I haven't played Nier. I don't really care. You can always force the encounter again though, so I'm not too mad. But yeah, it disappeared. I'll do this on the other map. Let's just get this side quest out of the way. Okay, it's not here anymore. Okay, interesting. There's a side quest down here that I could not figure out for the life of me how I'm supposed to actually do it or get to it. But whatever. I assume things you can't actually get to are just like later on in a different quest and it opens up. I'm assuming, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of backtracking too, so. Alright, some Sonic. I don't have to pick all these up, do I? Oh my god, it's an actual Sonic stage. You know what that means? Oh, you can't change her, oh, she's riding on a sword. Jesus. Closing her eyes, I don't think I like that for the picture. Let's try that again. At least look forward, Eve, thank you. That's fine. You can kind of see her eyes, you can kind of not. Riding on the sword's pretty cool, I guess. This game has a lot of like segments where there's a lot of stuff you don't expect would be a mechanic or a thing, but they have it for some reason. And I'm not super mad at it. Sometimes I wish they'd tell you about it beforehand or something. Because it gets to a point where it's like, well, I've never done this before. The game has never introduced this before. Why the hell is it a thing now?
The tube is cut off.
Looks like it was destroyed during the colony extinction. Not to mention there isn't half as much cargo as I expected. I'd be surprised if anything's still intact.
I'll take a look around.
But you still get a lot of cool segments like that in between. Alright. And I do see that. Hopefully it's not locked. So I don't have to come back here. Awesome.
Oh, fusion cell. It is an old fusion cell. What a surprise.
Really? Is it intact?
It's a little beat up, but we can still use it.
Okay then. That's great.
Alright. Now, where do I have to go? That's probably nothing, and this is probably a dead end with a crate in it. Yeah. Got some Lily points there. She seems to like all this Mother Sphere religious shit. Anything related to Mother Sphere, if you pick it up, she'll get some affection points, and you kind of need that for like a special ending or something like that. Wow, this is the first Nikke thing I've seen in like a billion hours of playing. Wow, they added the song from that event. I actually like the song from the more recent beach event. I don't know what it's called, but I think that one I use it a lot in in Nikke. Interesting. Where am I going with this? There's nothing here. Oh. I feel like... Did I mark this at some point? No, it was just never here because I've never seen it. Anything hidden? No. I'd be really mad if it was. But we can't teleport. That's fine. Let's gotta find a way back. Ugh. And that's it for everything I could have done personally. Yeah, I just want to go back. Take me to the tetrapod. Great. Can't climb, so I gotta go all the way around. This bullshit. Well, you dickheads don't really matter to me, so unless there's anything hidden here, because I've already been around this area, I think. As soon as I get all my Nikke items, I'll just put on a whole Nikke suit and then end it there. I don't mind doing another Stellar Blade playthrough of me just doing side quests. This has been pretty fun though. It's what I usually do when I play anyway. Are you still following me?
That was a bumpy landing. That sandstorm means we can forget flying over the desert.
Adam, I dealt with
Once
that.
the sandstorm subsides, I can fix it.
Okay, we can't fast travel from the tetrapod in this map. So we're gonna have to go another way. Through the Zion hidden path. Loading between areas is gonna take a while. I'm not mad at it. It's gonna happen. Oh, this is new. This is probably why.
Angel, I heard you were heading to Abyss Lavoir. Across the Great Desert, beyond the Oasis. I hope you achieve what you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn in all the side quest stuff on my own time. I don't want to spoil too much of anything if anybody's watching it. Mushy mush. And then the Nikkei like side stuff is just DLC, it doesn't really matter. I doubt anybody watching this has actually played Nikkei anyway. Not that it matters to the story either, so it's fine. Just like the Nier stuff, which is just a store. At least the Nikkei stuff has like more, a little bit of tiny side plot to it. God, it's so bright in this map compared to like the other desert. Closest one is this one, so let's get that out of the way. And unless they want me to repeat the Nikkei like little gameplay missions, there's no way to get more points for it, so. Scarlet looking all fine. I don't actually have a picture of her. Like, on her own. I took one selfie with Eve and that was about it. She looks pretty good. I'm not a big fan of the hat, but it is what it is. Get a nice side angle, or yeah, looking at the side. I don't know what that would be called.
Follow the breeze, follow the clouds, and always trust thy heart. This desolation, there is beauty in it. Wouldn't you say?
Yep, did everything finally. Nothing else. Alright. I've got 6. That's enough for everything. Some really horrific texturing on that. You can see the flickering. But we can get everything, which, cool. Some of the hairstyles I was missing. Some of them will look very odd if you compare them to like Eve's actual hair, but I think it's just, you know, translating 2D to 3D 1-to-1. It's not always gonna look perfect. Sure, we'll be rappy. Why not?
Mademoiselle, I received the last of the recovered items. Everything has been returned to its rightful place. It's as if nothing ever happened. And no one need know but my lord. And it's all thanks to you, Mademoiselle. Thank you so much. Goodness, Volt. Where are your manners?
You know, I swear in Nikkei she speaks with a more like old classic English,
How could
you know,
I
like
possibly repay you?
thyself or something like that. She uses it quite a lot, but here she doesn't really talk like that, like almost at all. I always thought that was kind of jarring when I first found this DLC. And I say that like it's been out forever, but you know what I mean.
You mean it? I'll be honest.
You think I'm stupid if I'm not gonna take advantage of photo mode?
I didn't expect that. Even still, how could I refuse such generosity? Thank you, mademoiselle. Though in truth, I'm still somewhat tempted to request a lesson. But I've imposed upon you enough for one day. It will have to wait, but not too long, I hope. Actually, I have a good feeling about this. A hunch. We'll meet again very soon. And when we do, I'll be happy to return the favor. Take care, mademoiselle.
You know, that elevator is like tinier than I expected it to be in Nikke. Alright, she's a boss now. A boss challenge, I guess. And now I can do the sensible thing, which is add all this to the favorites. I don't really care about Dorothy like that, so that's fine. Well, I guess we're Anise for now. It's kind of what I wanted to do from the very beginning, honestly. Perfect. Amazing. Awesome. Fantastic. Great. Now let's go back, take a picture with Lily, and then get the hell out of here. They should have had some, like, crossover outfits with them at least. You know, give Adam, like, a commander outfit or something. I think that was a bit of a missed opportunity on that, for being honest. I don't even know how long we've been streaming for. I kind of just zoned out of that. I haven't alt tabbed. Even though this game is very generous with alt tabbing, you can even control it with a gamepad. Oh, sorry. When it's not in focus, which I think is really nice. A lot of games need to do that a bit more. Especially when you're using like background apps that are kind of neat to look at, or like a map or something. You can always have it on the other side of the screen and then just keep playing while you're looking at it. You don't have to alt tab all the time. Well, outfit's pretty accurate, proportion wise. Lily, you can stay right there, honestly. Just give me a selfie. Oh, but the selfie doesn't have the heart stuff. And if I give her, like... if I give her, you know what? It's fine. If I made her switch poses in that chair, I think she'll have made poses in the chair or on top of it, so it wouldn't have looked pretty good. And she's looking this way, which, damn. No, the face, like, position changes, so. What if they both do it? This should have been the thumbnail. I think this will be the thumbnail for the next part if I ever play this again. And then Adam in the background can start doing some, like, funky ass shit. Does she even have a heart pose? No, she doesn't. Yeah, I'd say we're having fun. Who wouldn't? Oh, she does, but it's like... very odd. Not a big fan of Anise's hairstyle, like, it's a bit too light. I think it's too bright compared to the actual hairstyle she has. I know she's got more of a brown, I don't think she's that blonde. It's like more of a golden brown, I would say. This one's just straight up, like, really light, almost too light, dirty blonde, in my opinion. That's fine. This will be the thumbnail for the next part. And with that, that's it for today. Never mind, I lied. Let me change the song. There you go. Now, with that, until next time. Goodbye.